Namaste and a very good morning to my dear students and everyone who's watching this video. I hope you all are fine. Okay. So children, today we are going to start our term 2 syllabus, and first chapter of term 2 which we are going to take up today is chapter 3, that is working with Windows 7. Okay? So what is Windows 7? Windows 7 is an operating system, and I'll tell you with the presentation in detail that how Windows 7 works, what are the various features of Windows 7. So let's get started. Okay children, so our chapter 3 is working with Windows 7. Now first of all, what is Windows 7? Let's understand that first. Now the Windows 7 is an operating system. It acts as a medium through which we can interact with the hardware using the software. So it controls all the activity of computer. As earlier also I've explained this when we were doing the chapter softwares, that system software, that is an operating system, is required to run the computer, without which computer cannot run, and Windows 7 is one of the examples of operating system. There are many type of operating systems available. Examples are Windows 7, Linux, Unix, right? But Windows 7 is the most popular one because it has many good features which we'll discuss in this video later. Now here are few versions: Windows 95, Windows 7 and Windows 10. Okay, there is one more term which is given in your book that is new to you all, that is GUI. So Windows is a GUI. The full form is graphical user interface. That is, it is a graphical interface between a computer and its user. GUI displays objects that conveys information and represent actions that can be taken by the user. So on Windows, these all icons are very familiar to you all. Yes, my computer, recycle bin, folders, my network. So these small icons are designed in Windows so that user can easily interact. Okay, and it becomes very user friendly by this. So that's why it is called graphical user interface, where small graphic icons are given through which we can interact, or we can use that for all functions of Windows. Okay, now the next is Windows 7 operating system has become very popular. There are many versions of Windows 7, but Windows 7 has gained much more popularity than any other operating system. So let's discuss the main features. First is, it's very attractive and easy to use. Windows 7 is designed so that it looks very attractive, and as it is a graphical user interface, it has a graphical user interface, so it becomes very easy for user to use it because everything with the pictorial form given, so it's easy to use. The second comes is the searching made easier. So there are many options given by which you can search any file or folder which you have saved in Windows 7, right? So the searching options are available. Then third is flexible taskbar. Now we can pin our favorite programs on taskbar for easy access. Whatever you use very frequently, suppose I work on Microsoft Word very frequently, so I can pin that on my taskbar so that I don't have to go again and again and to the source file or the location where it comes. I can directly click on the taskbar. There will be one icon coming there, and then I can use it. Fine. Then it is a multitasking. Now you all know that we can while typing on Microsoft Word, you can also play a music at the background. We generally do so if we have a lot of work, or you must have seen your parents and working like that. If they are working with something, or at background they listen to music also, or some other audio files can be there. Fine. So multiple things, multiple work can be done with this is one of the good feature of Windows 7 operating. Okay, so the next very important feature is jump list. This is a new feature that takes us straight to the documents, pictures, songs or websites that we have recently visited. So what all we were recently using, if you want to go back to that, instead of following the whole path, or if you don't remember where actually it is saved or what was the address of that website, you can use this feature. You just need to right click on the icon in the taskbar, and you will or the start menu, and you will see a group of links on the jump list. When you click right click on the taskbar, you will see jump list, and then you will see a group of links there that you have recently used, whether it's a document, picture, or any website. So this how it appears. Right here you can see there is one written as frequent, and all documents and websites, everything is coming which recently used on this particular system. Next comes is the cascading windows. This is again a very good feature. It's basically is a type of arrangement of the application that are open on the window or desktop. Now you can see it's very clear with this picture only. Suppose you are using 3-4 softwares simultaneously on your computer. Say one is you were playing video and then you have paused, in between there is some work comes and you start working on your Word. Then simultaneously you are checking your emails also. So many windows simultaneously you are working on. This is the one option. Again you have to right click on the taskbar, that you will get this option there only, and once you click on it, it will open all the running applications on your system. It will overlap the windows on each other, and but you will able to see all the title bars of all the applications, right? So you can come to know that what is going on all particular software or application which you are using. So this is again a very good feature of Windows 7. Then once you open your system, and if you have a Windows 7 as your operating system, this first screen appears. Just I want to give you a quick glance of this, as you are already aware of all these things, as we have done it all earlier also. The small pictures which are there, as we have discussed, it's a graphical user interface. So small pictures, so it uses small graphics to interface between the user and computer. So these are called icons. Now the screen which comes for the first, that is called desktop, the first screen which comes when you on your computer. Now here is one pointer. You all know that your mouse pointer shows with the arrow like this here. Then a circular small button with the window picture on it. On the leftmost side on the taskbar is a start button, and then this whole bottom line you can see, this is a taskbar, and on this taskbar the right hand side where clock and timing comes, that area is called notification area, right? So this is just a brief about how your window how your desktop looks if you have a Windows 7 operating system. Now next comes the important things on it, the start button. Now I told you this one on the left hand side on the taskbar, this is a start button. This is the most commonly used button on the Windows desktop, and when we click the start button, a menu displaying the main programs on computer appears. Now you can see here what all programs are there on that system that are appearing, and there is one column all programs also. If you will further click on that, the all programs installed on that system appears here, right? So this is from where you start. That's why the name is given start button, and then you go so and so further and further by clicking as per your requirement, right? So next comes is the computer icon. Now there is one computer icon also where it's somewhere written the computer, my computer, and a computer shape also. So once you click that computer icon, this screen appears. So this screen, a quick review of the screen also I'll give you. The first thing is where it is written file, home, share and view. These are the tabs on the ribbon. So these has various options in it. Then comes is the buttons from which you can do backward, forward and up buttons. There is one address bar also you can see on screen. Here this address is when you click on one folder, then you click on other folder, or you click to the file. So wherever you are moving in this, that address comes here. That first, now here it is currently you can see we are in quick access. So address coming is quick access, right? And next to it is a search box. Search box is you can type anything here and that results will come, that whether anything related to that word is there in the system or not. The navigation pan on the left side, you can see it shows all the divisions, that it has a desktop, downloads, documents, all drives. Okay, this is all here. And then is some files and folders which are there, right? So this is a file explorer basically, which shows you that how the whole computer, that what all is there stored in this computer, so you can navigate each and every file and folder from this. Okay, then comes file and folder. What is the difference between a file and folder? A file is a collection of related information together stored on some device like hard disk, CD, DVD, etc. Now each file is given a file name which helps us to find the desired file. So file can be a Word document also, it can be an Excel file also, it can be a Paint file also, right? And we give them name and we save it. Other side, folder. Folder acts like a cabinet. Like we have cabinet to store our things, we keep our clothes or books. We have many types of cabinet where we keep different types of things to organize our things. Same way, folder acts like a cabinet, and where you can keep relevant files. Suppose you have a Word document, so you are writing something on Word, so all your Word files you can put in one folder. If you are drawing something on Paint, all your Paint files you can put in other folder, and you can name it accordingly so that your data can be properly organized and you can search it whenever you need it. That will be very easy. Okay, so this how files and folder looks. And there is one more thing, that folder can contain many other folders also. So you can create new folder inside a folder, and that folder is called a subfolder. So this is all about the Windows 7 and main features we have discussed. Now the practical part, the how we can create the file, how we'll create the folder, how to create shortcuts of it, that we'll discuss in next class. Okay, thank you so much children. Goodbye for now.